So cystic fibrosis, the last disease. Now normally you have this protein channel called cystic fibrosis, and what it does is that it pumps chloride ions from the inside to the outside into the mucus. This is mucus, right? Now once chloride ions are pumped into the inside of the mucus, water is going to follow as well. Now this is important you have to keep at the back of your mind during medical school. Wherever ions go to, water is going to follow because, maintenance of the osmotic balance. So chloride ions are being pumped from the inside to the outside into the mucus, and water is going to follow. Now once water goes into the mucus becomes watery or thinned, right? And this sort of mucus, this watery mucus, is easily transported by cilia, right, to the throat and the nose. So this is what normally happens, but things can go wrong. So on the right hand side, you have this thing here called the delta F508 mutation. This is basically a deletion at the 508th position. So normally at the 508th position, CFTR, right, has phenylalanine. But phenylalanine is deleted in the case of cystic fibrosis. Now this deletion will result in improper folding, right, of the CFTR during formation of the tertiary structure. And so chlorine is not going to be able to be transported into the mucus. Yes, so because chlorine is not transported into mucus, nor will water. Water is not going to be transported into the mucus, and so mucus will be thick. And thick mucus is difficult to transport by the cilia to the throat and nose. And so it remains there, and it causes obstruction in the airway. So imagine, only one mistake, the deletion of phenylalanine, will have this deleterious effect. And this is a deleterious effect. I mean, some people with cystic fibrosis will require lung transplantation. People with cystic fibrosis have a shorter lifespan than average. So this is a deleterious effect. This is another illustration. So you have chloride ions in the normal CFTR. Chloride ions are being transported from the inside to the outside, and so water is going to follow into the mucus, which in this case is not visible because it has been transported to the nose and throat. On the right hand side you have the mutant CFTR channel. So chloride ions are not going to be able to be transported to the outside, so nor will water. And so mucus is going to be thick. And again, thick mucus is difficult to transport to the nose and throat. So that was the end on protein structure, both the normal mechanism and the clinical manifestations of improper formation. If you have any questions, please write them in the comments below. I will respond. Thank you and take care.